Marketing Terry Bono met UBS officials May 27, 2010. According to heavily censored Thomson Reuters report and transcript, click here to read, the ultra-deep market will start to pick up long-term, Bono encouraged banking officials. 17. So within weeks of the explosion, the Rothschild League of investment bankers were yelling, buy, 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 BP stock. Suckers. Starting the costs for cleanup were minuscule compared to what their investments and company profits would earn. 18. This quote detailed the BP banking stocks jocks buying shares today while writing 55-hour calls and puts for the January 12th expiration. 2012, allowing for an outstanding cash-on-cash return, the BP merely bounces back by 14% over the next 21 months. In the best case, you'll bet net 98% total returns on actual cash outlays, assuming you write inputs against paid-up marginable equity already held in your margin-type accounts. Editor note, can you imagine the psychopathy, pathology, blind ignorance, and murderous greed of investing or reinvesting in these companies that are killing us and our planet? 19. Much like the instantly manufactured equity investment option created for Transocean right before the explosion, BP stock's insurance plan secured the ongoing devastation in the Gulf with its financial promise. In a worst-case scenario, you'll end up with twice the number of BP ADRs at an average cost of $42.64 or less. Stock gurus promote it. That's lower than the annual lows for BP during the entire period 2004 right through 2007. Proud profiteers in the media magic. The wizards of the oil pulling the strings behind the media and propaganda are best exemplified by Goldman Sachs CEO Lloyd Blankenspan. Lloyd merged and still larger controls ABC, Disney, and Miramax. Blankenspan's partner, co-chairman of the PFNYC, is Rupert Murdoch, controlling Fox News, Time Warner, Associated Press, News Corp, and much more. Another partner in the David Rockefeller founded PIFNIC, I'll call it, cabal is Thomson Reuters chairman Thomas Glosser. The PIFNIC was responsible for financial reconciliations from 9/11 and Bering World Trade Center reconstruction money from New York to Las Vegas through Apollo Management, MGM, private equity investments, Apollo co-owned Nowco Corexit with Goldman Sachs. The PIFNIC was chartered by Britain's royal family, bringing NBC, Comcast into their stead, as well as the General Electric Company. Last but not least, the CBS owner, Summer Murray Rothstein, or Redstone, joined the critique through his CBS Viacom stable of companies. Number 20, the Halliburton cementation job sabotage and resulting oil hemorrhage in the Gulf served perfectly synchronously and financially to veer the media attention away from Lloyd Blankenspan's Goldman Sachs shortening of the American housing market, accelerating the planned economic collapse of the U.S. for the forthcoming New World Order's New Deal. 21. Just when you thought the government Sachs connection to the Gulf of oil rigging could not get any deeper, we learned that GS holds controlling interests with Apollo Management and the Nowco company, which produces hideously deadly oil dispersants named Corexit. 22. The Rothschilds League ruled out all Corexit competitors, even though that has shown to be far less toxic, in some cases nearly twice as effective, reported Paul Crane in the New York Times. The reason being, 23. Nowco formed from a joint venture with the David Rockefeller-controlled Exxon Chemical Company in 1994. Then, number 24, in 2003, the Blackstone Group, Apollo Management LP, and the Goldman Sachs Capital Partners brought Nowco for $4.3 billion. All three companies are partnered in the Rockefeller-founded royal family chartered PIFNIC. Ironically, 25, according to Nowco's website, the company is portrayed as a water, energy, air conservation corporation. They claim to be the world's leading water treatment company. Their poisonous dispersants, Corexit, is not their main business. It is a first aid product that they have always had, but they have never really used. 26. Corexit was found poisoning cleanup workers, causing kidney and liver disorders. Following its debate in 1989 Exxon Valdez disaster, Nowco blamed these problems on two butyl oil now claimed to have been removed, and that's not all. 27, George Bush, Dick Cheney, 9/11 linked Halliburton Company purchased the world's largest oil spill cleanup entity, Boots and Coots, 3 weeks before the national natural gas leak. This was synchronous with the banking beginning to unload BP Transocean stocks and security equity options to ensure their investments. Other major shareholders in the Nalco core exit include billionaire Warren Buffett and his conglomerate holding company Berkshire Hathaway, Maurice Strong, Al Gore, and George Soros, company of criminals. 28. Historically, Homeland Security has contracted with Halliburton to provide detention camps for political dissidents and displaced populations through KBR, whose financial underwriters feature the aforementioned war marketers Credit Suisse Securities USA, LCCD, Goldman Sachs and Company, UBS Securities, Citigo Global Markets Incorporated, and Wachovia Capital Markets. The precise financial institution shortening BP and Transocean stocks as detailed above. Furthermore, number 29, Homeland Security's choice for accommodation for Gulf oil cleanup crews are the same toxic trailer banned from use during the Hurricane Katrina. 30. Homeland Security medical officials are also now implicated in fraudulently promoting, through Alex Jones' report, a decoy product for infectious disease market called Silver Soul for profit and probably depopulation as well. Click here for shocking story. Conclusion and solution. Similar to what we found while investigating the fabricated H1N1, H5N1 swine flu fight and fraudulent and increasing threatening vaccination campaign, the devil-doers were those in control of the pharma media, involving Wall Street's heaviest hitters, all partners in the Pepnick and Rothschild League of investors, bankers. View pharma horrors, the Showtime sting of Penn and Teller. We, the people, urgently need the new banking system that entirely excludes the aforementioned criminals. It must encourage investments in pre-manicured and sustainable production, not destructive and polluting consumption. It must discourage petrochemical, pharmacological toxicity that is killing us and most other species, and it must invest in the support of alternative energies, including hydrogen fuel and Tesla technologies that have been kept from common use by the financial paradigm makers and enslavers. The new banking system must value biological sensitivity and love-based spirituality more than lust for money, fueling a degenerative economy that is based on usury. One suggested solution is to form a posse to search and find leaders in this criminal banking cartel, such as Lloyd Blankenfern and David Rockefeller, and serve them in responding law enforcers with citizens' arrest complaints widely publicized using this article and its links as evidence detailing criminal conspiracy. This way, attorney generals may be forced to do their jobs in protecting we the people. Otherwise, we need a miracle to stop this financial industry from doing what it's doing to our planet. This is not a religious statement, it's just an accurate observation. Jesus put his life on the line by preaching the same thing. He exposed the flogged and lesser humans who were financially enslaved humanity through usury, upsurging faith in God and the new true nation under him. In defense of ourselves and Mother Earth, we the people now have no other reasonable choice but to neutralize mass murderers, their lethal intoxications and environmental destructions. We pray that love communicate musically in the secreted 528 Hz frequency will help prompt this urgently required miraculous transformation of our economy and society, ending the psychopathology of menacing greed to secure former cultural sustainability and real enduring happiness. End. Well, that's it. That's the story. The rest of this is basically about the author. You can read that as I still scan down. Remember to make it full screen so you can read this. And that's the article. For now, this is Spellbinder. Be good or be good at it, and have a great day.